Good morning. I don't know if you guys caught it, but yesterday I did a live and then posted the video. And it was for my Simplicity Made Simple series, which I am just loving. Side note, if you want to catch that live, I do it at 10 a.m. Central Time in the Godly Women Win Facebook group. So you can head over there and request to join. And I do post the replay on the Notes from Jesse Facebook page, and I'm playing around with putting it on IGTV too. So you can see that in a few different places. But yesterday for Simplicity Made Simple, I was talking about simplifying morning routines. And so today I'm coming back and I'm talking about evening routines. I'm so big about simplifying everything in our lives because I want all of us to overcome the overwhelm. And I think the best way to do that is simplifying things, figuring out what really matters to us, and creating some strategies and some routines to help us invest more in what matters and get some of those other things out of the way so that we're not so stressed and overwhelmed. And one of the great ways we can do that is by leveraging evening routines. So I don't know if you have evening routines. If you have one that you really like, I would love to hear what kind of things are a part of your routine. If you don't have one, I would like to hear why. If you just haven't thought about it, or if you've tried something and it didn't work out for you, or if you feel like you don't have time. I know a lot of people say that they don't have time to do this or that or this other thing, but we make time for what matters to us. And routines matter, and I'll tell you why. It's because they allow us to get more things done in less time and with less mental energy. Because if we make a routine out of doing something, we don't have to think about whether or not we should do it. And so it saves us having to make that decision, which saves mental energy, but it also saves time because we're not hemming and hawing, we're not weighing our options, we just do it. And then we're more consistent in our habits, and we can make progress on our goals, and we can actually, what's the word I'm looking for? We can implement certain habits and regular choices that we want to see in our life, but we've maybe been struggling to do. So yesterday I was talking about morning routines and how you can incorporate some sort of movement for physical activity. You can put in an entire workout. You can just stretch for a minute. You can go for a walk. You can go for a run. You can do whatever works for you. And so if you've been trying to carve out time to work out, but you've been really sporadic, it's all over the place, you're not consistent, and you're really struggling to see any results, putting it into your routine can be the easiest way to show up more consistently and actually start seeing some results. Because most of us know that if we're working toward our goals only in fits and spurts, we're not going to see the kind of results that we want to see. And so if we do things consistently, if we make it part of our routine, whether it's the morning routine or the evening routine, we can do it more consistently and build up our strengths in different areas, whether it's physical or not, and actually see the kind of results that we want to see. So what does that mean for our evening routines? What kinds of things should maybe be a part of our evening routines? Well, if we think about morning routines, they start our day off on the right foot. They help us not feel quite so chaotic or scatterbrained. They allow us to ease into the day, to prep our mind, our body, our hearts, our souls. So what function does the evening routine serve? It helps us wind down for the day. It helps us tie up loose ends, and it helps us prepare for the next day. So when you're winding down for the day, what do you need in order to feel more relaxed so that you can go to sleep? It can be really difficult if you're running, trying to do tons of things, and then just go straight to bed and try to sleep. Your body is still all hyped up from all that energy, and your brain is going to keep churning. It's going to keep going in circles because you didn't give it any room to breathe. You didn't signal to your body or your mind that you're starting to slow down and starting to prepare for sleep. So you're going to keep thinking about the things that you did today and the things that you need to do tomorrow and the things that you maybe didn't get done today or anything else that just pops into your mind. And then you might get more frustrated because you're thinking instead of sleeping, which is what you want to be doing. So if you can implement an evening routine that has some component that helps you slowly wind down and rest and prepare for sleep, you'll actually be able to sleep better and rest better. So what kinds of things might that look like? It might look like turning off electronics and moving away from screens. There's been studies done that have connected screen time with poor sleep quality. The light of it can affect how well we sleep and all of that. Plus, it's really easy to get sucked down like a social media black hole, and you spend more time on there than you planned, and before you know it, you're up later than you meant to be. So maybe it means putting the computer away, turning off the TV, setting your phone aside. Maybe it means taking a bath. Maybe it means lighting a candle or reading a book or chatting with a friend or roommate or spouse or someone in your life. Maybe it means going for a nice leisurely walk. Maybe it means doing some meditation or some stretching or reading your Bible or praying. Maybe it means journaling. I don't know what that means for you. Those are just some ideas, but think about what would be restful for you and what would help you kind of wind down your day. And then tie up loose ends. Take care of whatever you can take care of in the evening so that in the morning you don't have to deal with it. If you can take care of everything at night, then you get to start with a clean slate in the morning, which is an amazing feeling. Mornings are hectic and chaotic enough. We don't have to make them harder by leaving unfinished things from the day before. So some tips to help with that. Take care of your dishes and clean out your sink. I like to wash my dinner dishes as soon as I'm done with dinner, and then I don't even have to worry about the sink. I don't wake up to dirty dishes. I try to put away the dry ones if I can. I wipe down the counters in the kitchen. I make sure I pick everything up. So, I fold up the blanket and I put it back where it goes, and I pick up shoes and clothes and books and anything that might be lying around. And it doesn't have to be a full-fledged house cleaning. It's just tidying up. And I love what Gretchen Rubin said in The Happiness Project about the 1-minute rule. If there's a task that you've been putting off, especially if it's like a tidying up kind of task that will take 1 minute or less, just do it. You'll feel so much better for having done it, and it really won't take that much time. So think about what things you can do that would just be really quick wins, tidying up, putting things back to where they belong so you can start the morning off with a clean slate. And often that's just picking up after yourself, kind of resetting the room so that it looks the way that it should for the next morning, and making sure that everything's all set. And then prepare for the next morning. Maybe that means packing lunches, prepping breakfasts, meal prepping for the next day if you're not going to have time to make dinner when you get home or finish your workday or whatever that looks like. You can prep the night before. Maybe it means setting out your gym bag or your running shoes. Maybe it means packing your work bag or backpack, or packing things for the kids if you have kids. Maybe it just means setting out your outfit. I am a huge fan of that. I actually do that at the beginning of the week. I set out 5 to 7, depending on just whether I want to get through the work week or whether I want to include the next weekend. But I set out those outfits so that each morning I get up and I already have my clothes picked out and I don't have to make a decision when I'm still in that early morning brain fog. And it saves so much time, you guys. Like, I'm not exaggerating. It saves tons of time. So consider picking out your clothes ahead of time, or picking out a workout ahead of time if you work out at home like I do. You can prepare for the next morning in so many ways. Fill up your water bottle, set out everything that you need to take with you, set alerts or reminders if you need those for certain things. Think about what activities you have going on the next day. Anything that can just help you start your day off right. So, my challenge to you today is to figure out what you need in your nightly routine and to start implementing those things. And it doesn't have to be all at once. You can work up to it. You can start with just something that's relaxing or something that ties up loose ends or something that prepares for the next day, and then work your way up to incorporating the other things so that you can have a really productive and restful evening routine, because it will help you so much. And I am really looking forward to seeing what you come up with. I would love it if you would comment, share, let me know if one of those tips was really helpful for you, or if you've tried some of these things. I would love to hear from you. And as always, if you want to chat further about what this looks like for you personally, you can comment or DM me, and I would love to chat with you. Okay, that's it for today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will be back tomorrow because I am doing 30 days of 30 live videos. They're in some different places, but I am showing up in some capacity for the entire month of September. So I'll be back tomorrow with some more productivity tips. Okay, bye.